Hi guys, how are you today? Time to talk housewives. I'm going to make this a short video just about a couple things that I wanted to talk about. Today we're going to talk about Adrienne Bailon from the real going off on Dorit. Then we're going to talk about Garcelle and this plan to bring back LVP. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Ultimate Girls Trip, how they're showing it on Peacock, and just the problems that Kenya Moore is experiencing behind the scenes. So let me go ahead, play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Hi guys. Okay, so I really like doing these short videos. These are videos that I got to get in my collection that will little tidbits and pieces that we need to know that will come back and make bigger videos at a later date. So let's talk about this Adrienne Bailon situation and Garcelle and LVP because it's all kind of wrapped up into one. So this morning, Adrienne came on. She seen a clip. It's so funny. She seen a clip because remember they're promoting the reunion. She seen a clip in this clip. It's Dorit is actually yelling, screaming at Garcelle. Garcelle said, "Let me finish," and then no, she said, "Let me get the exact words." She said, "Let me talk." She's screaming at Garcelle. And Adrienne couldn't take it. I'll tell you what she said in a minute. People are saying that Dorit is treating, I don't even know how to say it, treating Garcelle like a lower class citizen there. I'll put it that way. People are thinking that she's intentionally picking at Garcelle, really treating her like she doesn't belong. And that's when Garcelle came out and said it a couple weeks ago. But they're saying that this is intentional, that she really doesn't want her to be a part of the group. I don't know how I feel about that, people, because if you're not a part of this sick clique that they got on Beverly Hills, if you're not Kyle, if you're not Lisa Rinna, if you're not Erica, I think I got everyone. They treat them all like shit. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe I'm thinking that Dorit isn't singling out Garcelle, but people really think that Dorit is trying to push Garcelle out the group, doesn't want her involved, talks to her like she's a second class citizen. I'm going to have to take you guys' comments a little later and tell me what you think about that. But anyway, Garcelle is developing kind of like an outside club. A lot of outsiders, people that aren't on the show, are protective of Garcelle, like Denise. We had LVP coming out a couple weeks ago saying that she would work with Garcelle, and then mysteriously she shows up at one of LVP's functions. I think that, and you guys tell me what you think. I think that Garcelle is a scary cat that doesn't stand up for herself, is really being mistreated by that group, not just Dorit. And you guys, I don't think Dorit is singling her out, but they mistreat everybody. And instead of coming out and standing up for herself like you're supposed to do on these shows, she's developing a outside coup d'etat to fight her battles for her. This is what I think. You guys tell me what you think. Now, because she's on the real, and they're being very protective over her. If you say anything about Garcelle, they can go to their Twitter accounts and Instagrams and defend her like they have been doing, like Adrienne did this morning. I just think that Garcelle is being a scary cat. You guys have to let me know what you think. But anyway, so Adrienne sees this clip and Dorit is screaming at Garcelle, "Let me talk." screaming at her. And this was let me put it up here. Adrienne from The Real, who is Garcelle's co-host, she said, "Oh, I shouldn't watch this." And see the exclamation point? Tell Dorito she gave her a nickname, people. Tell Dorito to pipe down. Who does she think she's talking to? Now I want to fight. She said fight. And it's 8:22 in the morning. I'm choosing violence today. This, like, she is becoming Garcelle's pit dog. After watching this damn clip, I'm pissed. This show will end up sending my A to Bad Girls Club or jail. I'm not making it jail. She's that mad. You're better than me. She's talking to somebody. Well, first of all, why isn't this coming from Garcelle? Why does it have to come from Adrienne? And Adrienne, what do you have to do with this? This has nothing to do with you. Yeah, I get Garcelle is your co-host and whatnot, but can't you just worry about The Real and worry about your own beef that you allege got going with Jenny Mai, and that's the reason why she's not inviting you to her wedding? This is too much. I'm gonna need you to pipe down, Adrienne, okay, and let Garcelle fight her own battles. I'm gonna do this really quickly. I might take a couple calls because I want to know: am I just overreacting? Let me put this in the link. I think that Garcelle wants LVP back on the show so she can team up with Sutton, because remember, LVP already said she will come back if they made some cash changes. She's breaking people. I think LVP needs to come back, but we've got Garcelle on a tour going around saying how she would love LVP to be back on the show. I'm thinking she's doing all of this because she doesn't know how to fight her own battles. Garcelle's driving me crazy, okay? I like you, Garcelle, but you're being a wuss. Why do we need Adrienne from a different show to fight your battles for you? You could have did that tweet yourself, or you could have came out and spoke up about how Dorit is treating you. Do I think Dorit is singling out Garcelle? Sorry, guys. You guys know I know better than this. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Something's going on. Sorry. I'm live. I don't know what's going on. It was on my iPad started ringing. Really weird. From hold on.
Hi, Andrea. Hey.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Sorry, guys. From my iPad, Andrea. Anyway, why can't Garcelle fight her own battles? Garcelle's being a wuss. Garcelle is being a wuss, and I'm not liking her. There, I said it. I agree. The cast gaslights Garcelle and treat her bad to try and portray her as a mad Black woman. I'm glad she hasn't fallen for it. I don't think they're trying to treat her as the mad Black woman. I think they do everybody like that if you're not a part of this circle. Remember how they did LVP? How they did Denise? That's just Lisa Rinna's personality. She's just a bully, and so is Dorit. And I think, why can't Garcelle stand up and fight her own battles? She's asking for, she wants LVP back on the show. She wants Denise back on the show. Why? Worry about yourself. I don't know. I'll take some calls. We got to talk about that one. Also, I wanted to talk about this Ultimate Girls Trip that everybody's talking about. It's supposed to come out on Peacock. I believe it comes out on the 19th. The rumors are that it's really, really good. They've got the best of the best. Kenya Moore, the best of the best. She knows how to hold it. And I don't know why Cynthia's there, but these women know how to do reality TV. And I hear it's supposed to be so good. They already did a season 2. Remember, the season 2 is supposed to be at, Dorinda's house and the Berkshires and whatnot. But here's the thing. And so these are the rumors going around. We all know that Kenya knows how to do a storyline. But the rumors are they're not treating Kenya right behind the scenes. Remember, she's on Dancing with the Stars this season. They're not going to talk about it on the show. They're not going to promote it like they did LVPs, like they did Nene. The rumors are that the producers don't like her. I don't think that's fair. If you want someone to clown and bring you a good storyline, you got to treat them right. So the word is behind the scenes that producers are treating Kenya like shit. Like shit. And it's not fair because they did promote Nini's. They did. Who else was on Dancing with the Stars? I'm missing somebody. Was it Kyle? I'm missing somebody. I think they want Kenya to perform, but they're not treating her right. And I don't know. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of Kenya's. I mean, I think she's great television and she does what she does for the show. She has to make up a lie, buy a boyfriend. It doesn't matter. That's what she does. But don't put her integrity in question with the public because she's doing all this, for ratings and whatnot. And then don't treat her right. I don't know. I don't like that, but they say she brings it on this, what they call Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. And another thing I don't like, the app. Just put it on television. I can't stand apps. You got to download this and that. Just put it on television. But I'm going to try to cover it because they said that it is excellent. Very, very good. You got Teresa Giudice on the show. I mean, these women know how to bring it. So we'll talk about that. Also, I wanted to talk about Meghan King. Did you guys know that Meghan King married Joe Biden's nephew? She just moved in less than a month. We'll talk about that. Let me start taking some calls because I filled up really quickly and I got a time limit. Hi, Jordy. How are you?
Hey.
Do you think that Garcelle is a wuss?
I don't think she's necessarily a wuss. I think she's trying to stack the deck on the show the way the Black 4 5 has the show, the deck stick. And she may not be like a strong, like, I want to pop back at everybody, because the first time she popped back at everybody, Dorito called her a bully. And so even if she leaves the show, she has to have coins and have a job after the show.
Yeah, but so don't you see her building an alliance behind the scenes? She's good. She's going like, why is Adrienne tweeting this? Why isn't this coming from Garcelle?
I feel like she's not a person where it's not in her character to like hit people like straight forward. So she might try to build an alliance, because even when it came to Sutton, she was backing Sutton, but not the way I felt like she should have on the show throughout the season. Because Sutton was coming for everybody's throat up front, whereas I felt like Garcelle was coming for everybody in the confessional.
Well, do you buy the excuse she's not standing up for herself because she doesn't want to be the angry black chick?
No, I don't think it's like the angry black chick narrative. I feel like Garcelle make real money off the show. She got a real career after the show, and she wants to maintain her career after the show. Dorito,
that's what you think she's doing?
Full income is on the show. Every other girl's income is completely based off of the show. So she doesn't want to be hooping and hollering and then leave the show and don't have nothing to show for her, because her movies, her deals, everything is completely based off of when she leaves the show. So I feel like she's trying to remain smart about it and pragmatic about it. Like, if I leave this show at the end of the day, I got to have a job. Like, the real is going to be there for her other stuff, her endorsements. Like, she might have endorsements and stuff. So I was like, I'm not going to act crazy on this show, turn around and leave. And she's not Lisa Rinna, where it's just like, I got a fake cosmetic line, I got a fake this, I'm selling my daughter's storyline. I feel like she has a real career.
So you're saying that Garcelle's playing a long-term game, and she's not going to mess up her reputation for this show, because I don't think I'll ever like Lisa Rinna again. I will never look at her the same. I used to like her before she came on the show.
Yeah, and so Lisa Rinna's on her soul, and maybe Dorito's ready to save her soul. Like, they're ready to sell everything and everything about their lives and their soul and everything on the show, because they ain't got nothing else to live for but the show. Garcelle had a career before and will have a career after.
I think you're on to something. I totally agree with you. Let's move on really quickly to Kenya and how they're treating her behind the scenes. Not promoting her Dancing with the Stars, but they want her to do all the dirty work. Do you think Bravo is Andy and the producers have their favorites, and then to hell with everybody else?
I think there is some truth to that. I didn't know about that, but they may be trying to pay her back for Portia not coming back.
See, stuff like that. Well, why? I just don't understand. If your name is Bethany Franco, you got to do whatever you want. You got to
Yeah,
say
and
whatever
Portia
you
got to
want.
do whatever she wanted, but and they wanted her to attack Portia for it. They wanted her to bring all of that stuff up about Portia, but when Portia didn't want to come back, then they don't have a real storyline, and now they're mad at her for doing that. So I feel like now they're like, oh, here's the payback for that.
You might be right. I mean, they are not. I just don't like the way they're treating Kenya. If you're gonna do one, you got to do it all. And if you're
Like,
gonna
I don't
promote
like
one
Kenya
person,
sometimes. Like, I
so
don't like
let me.
Kenya sometimes, but Kenya could put on a good show for everybody.
Yeah. All right, Jordy. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate the call.
I love the show.
Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let me read this from hi Todd. Todd Barnes reporting. I love you, Silver Fox. Worry about this job, Garcelle, not the next one. Get a backbone and bring it. Please get vaccinated, fam. Thank you so much, Todd. I appreciate that. Let me take more than one caller. That way we could go kind of fast. Hi, Freddie.
Hey.
Hi, Nina. Hey, Corey.
Hey.
Corey.
Hey.
I'm gonna let you sound off first, Corey, because I'm always rushing you, bringing you towards the end. What's your feelings on Garcelle?
I think that Garcelle is getting a paycheck from Disney now. Disney owns Fox. Fox owns The Real. She is getting that Disney paycheck, and she is doing a movie right now, filming, produced by Whoopi Goldberg, by Lifetime, which is Disney.
Okay.
She is protecting her deep coin.
Right.
She got two twins she has to send to school. So,
but she's coming off boring. She's letting everybody else doing her dirty work. She's trying to build a outside coalition.
She has to maintain that class and dignity. That when she walked on the screen her first season, she walked in there like Diane Carroll on Dynasty. She has to keep that same energy, or else she's gonna lose her bag outside of this show. This show is something for her to do.
Look at Gabor.
I'm trying to ignore Gabor.
Gabor says career. Child, Kenya has made more acting gigs than Garcelle. Please name a movie Garcelle was in with speaking lines. I'll wait, Sharrell.
She had a whole TV show.
We're doing like that.
That's Gabor. Hi, Brendan. Is that you in the back? Hey, Brendan. Freddie, what's your outtake on Garcelle? I just don't like her.
But I do like Garcelle. I mean, she's argued with Lisa Rinna, and I think Lisa Rinna is really jealous of her. I think Lisa.
What? Stop. Hold on. Freddie is putting a twist on things. You think Lisa Rinna is jealous of Garcelle?
I mean,
oh yeah.
That thing. Eileen.
You're fading in out. We have a bad connection. Say it again.
Okay, so she did that show, that soap show with Eileen Davison.
Right.
And she basically hasn't done anything since. She's only got Housewives, whereas Garcelle, she's got things like The Real, and they pay her $2 million a year to be doing that show. Then she gets.
But Freddie, she's coming across as a doormat. She's taking good opportunities to give us great television. That's what they pay her for, to entertain us. And she's not doing it.
Well, I think she sort of was with the Erica questions, if I've got to be honest. I think she did do her role there. Because, I mean, none of the others were doing that, like Dorito or Kyle, because she feels the need to be friends with everyone.
Calling her Dorito.
Right.
You agree with Freddie, Nina?
I absolutely do. Garcelle has more to lose being on that show.
And why come on the show, Nina, if you're not going to do anything?
I think she has. I agree with Freddie. I think she has. She was the one asking the questions when it came to Erica. She didn't get the backing that I think she should have with the other ladies. Of course, they was not going to back her. They was always going to be against her. But when it comes to Garcelle, she was on the Jamie Foxx show for seasons. She is more than what they
Well,
are.
then don't
She's out here
come on the
actually
Housewives.
making more. She's actually making money though. So those ladies are getting their money bag from their husbands for the most part. You know, she doesn't have a husband. She actually has children
I
that
agree
she's
with
trying to
Nina.
raise.
Well, Harry Hamlin's spending his money in Canada allegedly. So
yeah, so
Freddie
they ain't
is
together though.
messy.
They
Freddie
ain't
is
together.
messy.
and PK, I don't know what he's doing. He's struggling to pay off debts, and Mauricio's probably spending it at the club because we all heard
At
the
the strip
allegations
club
he's been
and that
behind.
other
These
woman.
women, have you guys heard it came out a
In
couple
the
days ago
dispensary.
that Erica's making $600,000 per season? They get paid good money to put their reputations on the line. I don't come on the show if you're worried about how you look.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, Lisa Rinna's evident like that based on her behavior and how she hasn't changed her hairstyle since 1985.
And her pumped lips.
And that's how she lost that QVC money.
Right. But listen, when it comes to
she
Garcelle,
did.
though.
I see what you're saying now, Corey. They got to be very careful because however they're portrayed on the Housewives, they take that reputation with them for the rest of the show.
And Disney had a clause about propriety. They don't play.
But that's why Candace won't get a record deal either. But that's neither here or there. But I want to say this about Adrienne coming to her defense. I agree with Adrienne 100%. And we have friends like that okay, she's not gonna say nothing, but I will, because I have nothing to lose. She has more to lose, Garcelle, than Adrienne. Adrienne is just a preacher's wife. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's her friend. I would have did the same thing had somebody had come for you, Sharrell. I would be like, oh no, you're not getting ready to do that. So what we get ready to do at 8:30 in the morning is we're gonna put some gloves on, Dorito. But Dorito only came at Garcelle in that clip. You notice they show that clip a lot, right? She came at Garcelle because she wouldn't come at Garcelle on the show like that. So she's sitting around Andy and them, and now she can try to scream and holler. I wish that heifer would have screamed at me, and I was sitting there. I would have drugged her. I'd have got about one of them strands of the hair, but that's the only reason she got really loud, I believe.
I agree with this, but Dorit and like the others, they do set Garcelle to a different standard. So when Dorit was hating boring Teddy, who thank the Lord was fired, she was always like, oh, I don't like Teddy, but she never was like, let me finish, boring Teddy.
Right.
Really quickly, what are you guys' thoughts on Kenya? Kenya's getting unfair treatment.
No, she's not. She's getting everything she didn't dished out.
True.
She's getting everything she dished out. That little heifer on Dance with the Stars can't dance 2 licks. She's boring on Dancing with the Stars. They got a pond for their scheme on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Kenya signed up for the check. She signed up for it. Now you got to eat it.
But Nina, they did promote LVP when she was on Dancing with the Stars. They did Nene Leaks. If they like
them.
Different standards.
Eric and what's it? Alleged thief Erica.
Oh, Maleficent. Oh, yeah.
Oh, she was. Erica was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. She was on Maleficent. Was it a hit and miss role? Because I didn't see it.
No, that's what I'm calling Erica. Maleficent.
Oh, okay. But I think you think about LVP and Kenya, they 2 totally different standard of women. You think about Nene and Kenya, 2 totally different standards of women. Kenya is following in Nene's footsteps. She's doing everything that Nene has already set the stage for them to walk on. And like Civil Fox.
Wait. What do you mean she's walking?
Wait a minute. Wasn't Nene the first housewife to go on there?
I think she was. Yeah.
She was the first.
And then it was LVP.
And then it was LVP. And I don't know another housewife.
Nina. If you are going to do the other housewives, why not do this one? Because you don't like her? That's not fair treatment. And nobody has to work under those conditions, huh?
And the other thing,
but
But you
Oh,
gotta
go ahead,
look at
Freddie.
the
I'm sorry.
person.
Oh, sorry. What I was going to say is the other thing is there were a lot of rumors going around that they were considering demoting Kenya again to a friend of the show because the freeloading soon-to-be ex-husband Mark Daly was saying, "Oh, he won't allow the child to be on the program," but clearly Andy realized how much of a valuable asset Kenya is to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They decided, rightly so, to keep her as a main.
Do you think that she's about to follow in Nene's footsteps as far as this? They're going to get all that they can out of her, and then they're going to get rid of her in a really rude way.
Yes.
Well, yes, but she won't be following in Nene's footsteps because Nene got the bag. Nene came out of there with more money than any of these housewives particularly has done, as besides LVP, in quite some time. So no, they're going to use Kenya up because Kenya is that loud mouth. Only thing Kenya got going for her is that she was what was she, Miss USA or Miss what? Which
Miss
one?
USA.
Miss USA.
I think it was in 93, 92. It was a long time ago.
I think she was the first Black Miss USA.
No, not the
not
first.
The first. The second.
Not the first.
Wasn't
She was the second?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But that's how Kenya got going for it. Nobody could even remember, is she Miss USA or she Miss whatever. We don't know which one she was, you know, because
Nina is messy.
At least she's a known Miss USA, unlike Candice Dillard.
You guys are messy.
Yeah. You talking about the child in a woman's body, Candace?
We're going to talk about her next video. All right, you guys, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate the call.
All right.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye. Love y'all.
Bye. Oh, bye, Brendan. Bye, Brendan. All right. Let me get 3 more. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Let's start with my favorite. I like all you guys, but Ty cracks me up. Ty, what are your thoughts on Garcelle? They're paying her to do a job, and she's just not doing it.
Okay, first of all, let's start. Can you hear me?
A little bit. You're muffly.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, let's just start. Let's just start with the fact when they hired Garcelle at first, Garcelle was never going to be that girl. Bravo was never going to hire a real Black girl to be on the Beverly Hills.
I'm not messing with you today, Ty. What do you mean?
Bravo was never going to hire a real
You're saying Garcelle doesn't have that spark in her that a lot of Black women have. You're saying that?
No, she don't. Bravo was never going to hire a real Black woman to mess with this Beverly Hills case. Because just imagine, had they put a Candace on there, had they put a Kenya on a Beverly Hills, these white people would be in order.
So you're saying they hired Garcelle because she's classy and won't get in the gutter with you?
Right.
Could be. Diva, what do you think about that?
No, Garcelle get greasy in her confessionals. So that's why I'm thinking she has it in her. She just punks out, in my opinion. If she was in her confessionals and she wasn't saying anything crazy, I would be like, all right, she's trying to keep it classy. No, every time she get in the confessional, she got something greasy to say. She's scared. She's scared and she punks out. So my thing is, speak up when you with the ladies. Because in the confessional, she'll be like, oh, I don't really believe Erica. In the confessional, she'll say something about Lisa Rinna's outfit. But in Lisa Rinna's face, she was like, oh, you look cute. You look nice. As soon as she got in the confessional, she was like, I didn't like the outfit, but what am I supposed to say? So she bring it in her confessional. But when she face to face with them, she punks out and she can't say a word. So, everybody's saying about her keeping the job, right? My thing is, you knew you was coming on a reality show. And they want to say, the Disney thing. Well, Adrienne is under Disney. So, and I heard that I heard that the Real was kind of like losing its steam and they was thinking about canceling it. And that's why Adrienne is probably trying to bring a little smoke so they can bring a little attention and, keep their show on the Real. So Garcelle, as far as her losing, opportunities and shows and whatever the case may be, I think she can speak up and still not lose her opportunities. I mean, it's one thing to speak up. And like I said, speak up to the people because she says it in the confessional. She runs her mouth in the confessional. but face to face, she punks out.
I gotta go back. You saying that Adrienne's trying to save her job on the Real?
Yeah, they are. Because I heard that the Real is like losing its steam. Like they're ready to cancel it. They're ready to cancel it. So this season, I have also seen them do interviews like they never did before. They usually talk about fashion and clothes, and they usually have little questions like, what would you do in this case, that case? Now they're bringing up people, and they bring a little controversial stuff, trying to have some real interviews because they're trying to save the show. So that's why Adrienne got her back. Because I'm like, when did you ever hear Adrienne talk greasy like that? I'm like, really? She's always like, oh, I pray in the morning. I love my husband. We pray at night. We pray during the day. And now all of a sudden you talking about you going to drag somebody? Or for Garcelle?
What do you think about what Diva's saying, Sky?
I agree 100%. I also think Garcelle, she sees how the other women play the game, and none of the other women are honest either. They will talk behind your back.
Yeah.
They will ask something shady in the form of a question. They know how to play the game. And I think it's her second season and she understands that. Like she doesn't want to be dragged through the mud by these women. And so she's playing their game as well. That's what I think.
What do you guys
think? She need to get off the show. She got one more season with me, then I'm going to say she got to go. Because I don't have time for her to keep being a confessional gangster. This is Real Housewives.
A confessional gangster.
That's
the word.
A confessional gangster.
Ty, what do you think about Kenya being mistreated?
Okay. So before I answer that question, Sharrell, can you put the picture back up? Because you said something about they had a good cast. Could you put the picture back up?
Which of the ultimate girls trip?
Yeah. Okay. Can we start somewhere? They don't see. They could have kept Cynthia. They could have kept Melissa. Because even in the trailer, Cynthia and Melissa were born. They didn't do nothing. They could have kept Kyle. I'm not sure what she did.
Some calm people, Ty, in the house.
Okay, you see, I've had enough. I've had like 11 years of Cynthia being calm. I don't need another. I don't need nothing. You want to know what would have been the perfect cast? The cast that they had pre-COVID before, because they was going to do it before COVID, where they had like Portia, Giselle.
Oh yeah. That people. One, yeah.
That first cast would have been perfect.
But I think that Kenya can hold her own. I think they want Kenya to do all the dirty work, but they're not treating her right.
They're doing her dirty. I think they're doing her dirty.
Don't you think so, Ty?
I think.
No. They're giving her everything that she put out. You see, Karma comes back. Karma comes back, and when Karma comes back, Karma's going straight.
Karma does strike, but I think this, right? I think that I'm not the biggest fan of Kenya. She gets on my nerves a lot of times, right? But I do think fair is fair. So you're going to let everybody else do Dancing with the Stars. You're going to let them promote it, and then, but you're not going to back me up. Though that's wrong. I think they're wrong for that. It's like back her up like you did the rest of them.
But one thing I can't say why I disagree with Nina as I really think that Kenya's actually dancing great on Dancing with the Stars. I've seen her dances they're actually really nice, and she's not ashy. So I'm just really...
I think she's doing. I'm watching it.
I can't with you, Ty. I can't.
You know what? I think she's doing fairly well. I am watching it, and I'm watching her, and I think that her estranged husband or whatever, I think he's wrong. Let Little Brooklyn be on the show. Let her make her money, especially since you want to take her money. Let her make some money if you're trying to take it.
I heard that she got the okay. That's what I heard.
A judge gave her the okay, but also though, I kind of wouldn't be upset if Bravo did demote her to a friend and only really brought her in for the drama, because when Kenya's life is boring now. Like there's no more Mark. So it's boring now. So she's only good for drama. So if you demote her to a friend and you only bring her in when it's time to stir up the pot, I think that'll work.
Well, last comment. Sky, what's your opinion on the whole Kenya thing? Because this is just not right.
I know Gabor's in the comments and he's going to hate me for saying this, but I think Bravo is doing us a favor because I do not want to see Kenya shaking that big silicone booty
Okay, y'all are taking advantage of Gabor because he's not up here. No.
I do not. No, I think they're doing us a favor.
All right. Listen, guys, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate the call. I love talking to you guys. You guys are crazy. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Silicone booty. Ciao. So much. Hey, Ruth.
Hey, Sharrell.
Hey, guys.
Silicone.
Let's start with you, Ruth, since
Hi.
I cut you off yesterday.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Garcelle?
I think she's trying to protect her income, really. She's the only person who's not broke. You know, at least she's been working. She came on the show, you know, not in debt, no scams, and, you know, she ain't scammed nobody.
But Ruth, nobody has time for that. They paid you to do a job.
But then, Sharrell, you have to realize that Garcelle is a Black girl. In the real world, us Black people have to work twice as much to get our spot. So to lose everything that you've worked for with them broke people.
No, Ruth. You could read somebody with class like Karen Huger. You don't have to be a doormat.
I understand that, but we are going to be judged wrongly. If Garcelle was on Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta, it would be different. If she was on Potomac, she would pop off. But with the platform that she's on, it's totally different, and she'll be judged different. That's just my opinion, really.
I agree.
Yeah, she'll be judged.
You got someone in the background, Ruth?
No, not at all.
Oh, that's you, Denise.
Yeah,
Denise.
Oh, yeah.
She said, okay.
Well, she's better sit down.
Terrence, tell me. Terrence, tell me what you think about the whole Kenya thing first.
You know what? I think it goes back to the networks, though, because remember Tyra Banks had made that statement and said there will be no housewives on her dance floor. Remember that comment she made when she first took over?
Yeah.
So I think in that Bravo is probably like, well, you know what? We're not even going to fool with it. We're not going to, allow cameras to go on there. But also, too, right now, they're not taping the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So why would they go follow her around when they don't even have a cast yet?
Yeah,
so
but they can talk about it. They could have the camera follow around. They can show clips of it. They're not going to touch this, according to the rumors on the show.
But I don't think it's Kenya. I think it's the network thing. I really do think it's something with the network. Remember, Cynthia videotaped her whole wedding and they only showed 15 minutes of it.
Oh, that was a mess.
Yeah, that was a mess. Yeah.
All right. Tell me, what do you think really quickly about Garcelle? Because I can't.
Well, I always said that Garcelle couldn't read. They need to get somebody that was more of a sister. But
yeah.
My feelings are mixed. I wanted to leave her on there because she's the first Black housewife on there.
Yes.
But at the same time, I want her to step it up and say what it is she want to say. I agree, like Karen Huger. I want her to give that shade like, wait, did she just shade me? I want her to be like that, and I think she was going on there thinking that Lisa Rinna was going to be her friend and have her back. And then when that all fell apart, she didn't know which way to go. Yeah, it fell apart. She didn't know which way to go. And also, too, you have to remember, these women trying to save face, although we don't like Kyle, but remember, Kyle is still Kathy Hilton's sister. And that opens doors to get them, to events and stuff like that or whatever. So they're all on that show to save face. They're not really friends. I guess they're more like frenemies, if anything. And where's Erica going? She needs these women because they can still get her things and get her to places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, can I just come in
go ahead.
real quick? And also, if let's just say that if Garcelle is the one that stole from the victims, can you imagine how they would have eaten her up? They would have swallowed her alive.
For sure.
I'm telling you, us Black people are judged differently. So Garcelle has enough sense to stick with the only woman on that show with money. And not only that, she's classy and she's saving her spot for next season. She can make more money. She's stretching her coins. She's smart.
And
Why
she's
is
the
she
only one
going
on there with a
around
manager.
begging for Lisa Vanderpump? Let me ask you, Denise, and Denise to come back. She's trying to build a coalition, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel as if she's trying to build a coalition. What I think is that she identifies with the class that Lisa Vanderpump carries herself in, and the class that Sutton carries herself in. And as a Caribbean woman of Caribbean descent, it's a little bit different when you encounter certain people of a different I don't want to say class or race, but those guys from Beverly Hills, you have to carry yourself. You got to sit back, watch, observe, and then
So
you
you're
know how to deal
saying,
with those girls.
and you're
So
the first
next,
person to say this. You're saying her Haitian culture, this is how they act?
it's more of a respect for yourself first.
Yes.
Than anything else. That's what I find, and that's how I identify. That's how I see Garcelle. You know, even some people are saying that she's a confessional bully. We have to understand that these confessionals are taped months after the film, so she's had time to think about what happened. She's had time to process what happened. Even this whole thing with Erica. The confessionals are taped months after. So many things have happened in between the time when they first heard about Erica's business and the time they tape these confessionals. So we have to give her credit for hindsight. That's what I want to say.
You're the first person to say it could be a cultural thing, and this person's agreeing with you.
Me personally, I am from St. Vincent. She's from Haiti. When we encounter a different set of people, we don't go in all at once like this. We sit back, observe, and see how we can be a part of what is happening respectfully, while at the same time being respectful to ourselves, our family, our culture, everything else. So that being said, I think that next season, after she's had a chance, because she's had her encounters with Kyle, she's had encounters with Erica, she's had her encounter with Dorit, she's had encounter with Miss Lisa Rinna. I think next season, it's going to be a different Garcelle. We're going to see a Garcelle that's more ready to, I wouldn't say put down, but to retort in the manner that we're expecting come next season.
I agree with Denise.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I used to be like that too when I came into this country. Yeah, when I came here, but now what you gonna do, bitch?
Where are you from, Ruth?
I'm from Zambia. What you gonna do, bitch? Come on. Where you
I gotta keep this short because I'm doing another video after this.
One more thing. Sorry. Something that Gabor said earlier in the chat. He said, "Oh, Kenya has had more acting gigs than Garcelle." But guess what? I've never heard of Kenya until she came on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I've been watching Garcelle since I was a kid. I've known Fancy since I was 8 years old. I'm sorry, Gabor. Kenya is a non-entity at this point.
Kenya did produce a lot of movies in the 90s. I think she was one of the producers of Soul Food.
She gave a lot of what do you call those cameos? Like, who remember the cameos? Come on now.
In 1803, I wasn't born in 1803, so I wouldn't speak on Kenya.
Thank you so much for calling in. I'll talk to you next video. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
It's so funny. Okay, last call, guys, because I got to keep this really short. Can you show me your face if you want to come up? Okay, it's just me and you, Kendra.
Yeah, can you see me? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, hold on, Obi. That is, I can't see. Well, I don't know. Okay, got you. Okay, you can go back on the avatar, Obi. It's really weird. All right. Hi, Kendrick. Let's sound off really quickly because we got another video after this.
Right.
What do you think about Garcelle and all of this? Could it be a cultural thing?
Yeah, I think so. Cause I think that's what it could be.
It has to be because I'm American. I'm ratchet. I want to get in there and tell you what to do. And you could tell someone off classy like Karen Huger does, but you have to tell them off. And so
I know how that is. I mean, I'm in a culture that's predominantly white, so I totally understand what that is about. So I totally get it because you don't want to come across as somebody different because they're not used to you, you know? So I can totally understand that for sure for Garcelle's point of view. But at the same time, I think that she has to, she has to stand up for herself like you were talking about, and I've talked about it previously. So I think that she has to just, she can stand up for herself in a classy way, just like you said. So she can all she has to do is just let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
Stop
Obi, what do you think?
Stop backpedaling and pussy popping and say what you gotta say. It's simple as that. Because I've noticed that in the confessionals too, just like they were talking about. It's like, you grill them in the confessionals, but at the same time, it's like, look, they right there in your face, say what you gotta say. And that's why they get irritated with her because of the fact that, she don't say what she has to say. So
a confessional gangster. I'm not down with that.
Exactly.
I'm not. Right. Obi, sound off really quick on the Garcelle situation.
So on the Garcelle situation, I think I have to kind of agree and disagree with some people's opinion because I also come from kind of the same culture. I'm Nigerian. Our kind of the same way. But even in that sense, I still think Garcelle could have done a lot more because there were some times, okay, first of all, she had one season, right? So within that one season, I feel like she could have picked up on a lot of things. So I still expected more from her. Then at that time, you remember when they had the dinner together, where Erica had to come in and then everybody started questioning her. Garcelle went all in during that dinner. Like that was one of the times I was like, oh, you actually have this in you. You're actually outspoken. You are vocal. And even when the shadiness was going on, she was still being vocal about it. So I don't know. I just feel like she holds back a lot. So I think I want her to, the way she brought it at that dinner, I want her to continue to bring it all the time when they're having their group, in the group setting. That's what I think.
Andrea, as an American who's married to an African man, you understand both cultures.
Yep.
I'm not liking her. What do you think about it?
Well, I look at it like this, okay? I think that Garcelle is holding back because she is a Black woman. And I don't care what you say. If she comes out strong, they're going to label her as the angry Black woman, okay? Let's get that right. Y'all remember when Monique spoke out? And what did they name her? The angry Black woman. They even named me as the angry Black woman. Come on, let's be frank. Exactly. I'm the angry Black woman.
Well, they're gonna label her anyway, but she just at the end of the day, she's still gonna be labeled. So fine. We still know, we who are watching, we know the truth and we see what's happening.
Right, we see what's happening. We know what the rules are.
She can do more though. Come on, just something.
You know what? I think she's not gonna jeopardize what any projects that she have in the background that's waiting for her. I understand where she's coming from, okay? I understand. If they see a strong Black woman, they gonna say they angry. I'm a strong Black woman. Hell, they say that about me. I'm angry, But I think that she's playing this because maybe she got other things in the background and she don't want to jeopardize.
Get off the show. And shouldn't Adrienne mind her own business?
Well, hell, she was just speaking out what everybody else was thinking. Shit.
Do you think they're singling out Garcelle, Andrea?
I think so because they know that she's not going to come out and show her ass. So yeah, they're attacking her because if it was a regular Black woman, they would have been snap, 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 snap.
I have to say,
and this is Hollywood.
Yeah, they would have been on hush mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have to understand.
Yeah, they would have been on mute, baby.
You have to understand, this is Hollywood. Once you blackball in Hollywood, that's the end. Look at Monique. She was blackballed in Hollywood. She ain't did shit.
Well, that's I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, think about it.
But then they need to get another Black person on the show because this is driving me crazy.
So what if they get another Black person on the show? Is she gonna be able to speak up and come out and
they
be?
Need to get another feisty Black woman on the show.
Garcelle also needs a storyline. I feel like she doesn't have any storyline.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
She's just boring at this point. Garcelle is just boring.
But
I hope that her master plan works and they bring back LVP and Sutton.
But you know what? They brought Garcelle on there to make it kosher. Y'all know that. Come on.
They wanted diversity.
Right. Come on.
Yeah.
But they brought the wrong Black woman. They brought the wrong Black woman.
Some people keep talking about Vivica Fox living in Beverly Hills, that they should bring Vivica on the show. Do you guys remember when Vivica got into it with Nene?
Oh my God.
On The Apprentice?
That would be amazing.
Oh, she called Kenya a toxic hoe. Do you remember? We need that.
Toxic trick.
Toxic trick. You toxic trick. Yeah, that's what it was. We need that.
Yeah.
But
I would love Vivica Fox, baby. I would be the first one to watch it and turn it on. Oh, baby.
Right.
They need to bring back Vivica Fox.
But see, the thing about it, they know exactly what they were doing. They were not going to bring a strong black woman on the show. They knew exactly what they were doing. Come on.
They probably brought her on the show because she won't get feisty and ratchet. And they were
like
trying to bring
they brought her on the show for a reason. They did not bring a strong black woman on the show.
We got
if
diversity,
they would have brought a strong black woman on the show,
now they need to get rid of her.
I don't know. I feel like Vivica is just too big for the show. What do you think?
No, we need Vivica Fox on the show. We need Vivica Fox
on that
on the show.
But you know what? They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to bring a strong black woman on the show. Y'all know that. Come on.
They aren't. Yeah, because they too chicken shit. Trust me, I know. They're not going to bring no
Vivica does not live in Beverly Hills. She lives in the Valley. I don't care where she lives. She needs to be on the show.
It don't matter. It don't matter where she at.
I would like it if they bring Nene on the show. Shit.
I think Nene needs her own spinoff, like Gabor said. She needs her own spinoff.
I agree.
All right, guys, I got to cut this short today because we're coming back talking Potomac, Candace, and with Gabor and Perry. So I just need you to get this one out the way.
I want to say goodbye to my African brothers. Hey,
bye, Obi. Obi, what part of Africa are you from?
Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
You're evil. He must be evil. But anyway, say goodbye.
Bye, Andrea. Bye, Kendrick. Nice talking to you. Bye. All right, you guys, I got to cut this short because I am doing another video in an hour, video that you don't want to miss. We're going to have Perry and Gabor. We're going to be talking Candace. We're going to be talking Wendy Williams. That video is going to be fire. No other words to say fire. So thank you guys for joining me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm ready for Wendy to go. For Garcelle to go, but I understand what people are saying. Culturally, she's different. She's just a classy person. She doesn't have that ratchetness in her, and she's playing a long-term game. I get that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Bravo needed a sister, not a sister. You guys crack me up. I wanted to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, everyone, for being so opinionated. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section because Perry, Gabor, they all read those and they will answer you back. Also, I will be back in an hour. Because we've got to break down this Wendy Williams situation. It's getting worse, as if it could get any worse. It's getting worse. Then we're going to talk about Candace and her new lie this week of why she's being so ratchet. It's just ridiculous. So I'll be back in an hour, you guys. Until next time, bye for now. I was about to say goodbye, guys, and I'm by myself today. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.